Class 10, Chapter 1st, Real number. Real numbers. Before knowing real numbers, we are trying to know all the numbers as natural numbers. Natural numbers, we know that these numbers are also called counting numbers, which start from 1, 2, 3, and so on. The next one is whole number. Whole numbers, which start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And the next one is integers. Integers which has positive and negative both the numbers, 1, 2, 3, and so on, -1, -2, -3, and so on. The next one is rational numbers. Rational numbers, the numbers which can be written in the form of p by q, where q is not equal to 0 and pq are integers. Means the number which can be written in the form of p by q, where q is not equal to 0 and p, q are integers. Next, irrational numbers. Irrational numbers means opposite of rational numbers, means the numbers which cannot be written in the form of p by q. And next one is real numbers. Real numbers. Real numbers means the set of all the numbers which we know. The set of all the numbers means in which natural numbers are there, whole numbers are there, integers are there, rational numbers are there, irrational numbers are there. Means all types number are also called of real numbers, and which is represented as r. Which is represented as r. So real numbers mean the set of all the numbers, the set of all the numbers the set of all the numbers is called the real numbers. Means in real numbers, natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers, irrational numbers are all lie within real numbers. Now, Euclid's division lemma. Before knowing Euclid's division lemma, we are trying to show you a few examples. Suppose that we have to divide 4 by 3. We divide 4 by 3. So, it goes one time, 3 1 3, remainder is 4. So, remainder is 1. So, when we divide 4 by 3, so remainder is 1. We can write this division process as 4 is equal to 3 into 1 plus this remainder. We can write 4, which is dividend, as 3 which is divisor into 1 which is quotient plus 1 which is remainder. Again, when we divide 5 by 3, so it goes 1, that is 3, and the remainder is 2. Again we can write 5 as 3 into 1 plus 2. Again we divide 6 by 3, so it goes 2 times, so the remainder is 0. So 6, 3 into 2 plus 0. If we again divide 7 by 3, it's 2 times 6 and the remainder is 1, means 7 is equal to 3 into 2 plus 1. So we see that when we divide any number by 3, so we see the remainder is 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 0 and so on. So maximum remainder is 2 and the minimum remainder is 0. So also we see that when we divide by 3 to any number, so the remainder is always less than 3, which is divisor. So overall conclusion is that in this Euclid's division lemma, when we divide a number by any other number, so remainder and the quotient are as follows, means all the remainders are less than by divisor or equal to 0. So by Euclid's division lemma, we can see that if A and B are integers or positive integers, then there exist Q and R, such that A is equal to B into Q plus R, where 0 less than or is equal to R less than B. So this is called Euclid's division lemma, where lemma denotes a proven statement, means a statement which is already proved, and with the help of a proven statement we have to solve other problems. So we know from beginnings these divisions. So this is lemma. Lemma means the statement which is already proved. So when we divide 4 by 3, so remainder is 1, it is proved, and 3 divides 5, so remainder is 2, 3 divides 6, remainder is 0. It means that when we divide by 3 to any number, so remainder is 1, 2, 0, means in 0, 1, 2, any one remainder is there. So by Euclid's division lemma means A, B are positive integers. If A, B are positive integers, then there exist Q are such that A is equal to B into Q plus R, where 0 is less than or is equal to R, and R less than B, where B is divisor and Q is quotient and R is remainder and A is dividend. So here we can see that when we divide 4 by 3, so 3 into 1, we compare it. So A is equal to 4, B is equal to 3 and Q is equal to 1. The remainder are 1. So when we divide 3 and 4, A and B, 3 and 4 are positive integers. So there exists 1 means that is the Q and R that is the remainder, such that A is equal to 4 is equal to B into Q, B into Q, that is the B is the Q. So B into Q plus R plus 1 is the remainder. So this is the Euclid's division lemma. Again, when we divide 5 by 3, so 5 is the A, 3 is the B, that is the B means divisor, Q is the quotient, and R is the remainder, that is the 2. So remainder is 2. Again, when we divide 6 by 3, so 3 to the 6 means remainder 0. So 6 is the A, that is the 6A. B means 3, divisor. Q is the quotient 2 and R is the remainder 0. It means that when B is equal to, we see that when B is equal to, B means divisor, B is equal to 3, then remainder R is equal to 0, 1, 2. We can see that all the remainders are less than 3. All the remainders are less than 3. And number of remainders are also 3. Means all number of remainders are equal to the divisor. Divisor is 3, so remainder are 3. 0, 1, 2 means number of remainders are 3. But the value of remainder is always less than 3. So this is the Euclid's division lemma. Euclid's division lemma. So as we see that in Euclid's division lemma means if A, B are positive integers, then there exists B and Q such that A is equal to B into Q plus R, where A is dividend, B is divisor, Q is quotient and R is remainder, and 0 less than or is equal to R less than B. Means 0 less than or is equal to R and R less than B. Means remainder may be 0 or less than B. Or also we can say that